In 1992, the Coso framework was developed to evaluate internal controls. Coso stands for a Committee of Sponsoring Organizations of the Treadway Commission. According to Charisse Cruz from the article called What Are the 5 Components of the Coso Framework? A Coso framework is a model that defines internal control as a process effected by an entity board of directors, management, and other personnel designed to provide reasonable assurance of the achievement of objectives. There are 5 components in a Committee of Sponsoring Organizations of the Treadway Commission framework, which are the following. The first one is control environment. Then you have the risk assessment. Next you have control activities. After that you have information and communication. And lastly is monitoring. Those components are the groundwork for excellent internal control inside a company. According to Charisse Cruz from an article called What Are the 5 Components of the Coso Framework? Risks are associated inside a company, but the Committee of Sponsoring Organizations of the Treadway Commission framework is used to fight against those risks by using the 5 components of the framework. The Coso framework is monitored closely and looked at on a regular basis because they want to, as soon as they see something change, they would like to get ahead of that and look at it at a timely basis. The Coso framework has been updated and changed multiple times since 1992. Since 1992, it's been changed twice and updated. It was first developed in 1992. This is where it acted more like a foundation than anything else. It was also the first implementation of the framework. Then, in 2013, there was an update. According to an article written by Caleb Walter and John Scora called Coso History, Framework Principles, and the Fall and Implementation Foundation, the 1992 framework lacked direction and comprehensiveness to assist companies in the steps and standards necessary to establish their own effective internal control structure. So new guidelines were created with this update. They also changed the name from Coso Framework to Coso Cube because since they updated it, they also updated the shape of the framework, and now it looks like a cube. Out of the update in 2013, 17 new principles were created. Then there was an update in 2017. It reflects evolving changes companies face that are constantly changing. So pretty much with the 2017 update, if a business sees something that has changed or they want to stay on it and actually get it changed real quick, they can use this new system to actually keep up with the changes. If they use the 1992 system, it wouldn't work as effectively. So in this presentation that I gave, I used 2 sources to gather and explain my findings. The first source was an article by Charisse Cruz called What Are the 5 Components of the Coso Framework? The second source document was an article written by Caleb Walter and John Scora called Coso History, Framework Principles, and the Fall and the Implementation Foundation of the Coso Framework. And those were the 2 sources I used throughout this presentation. And that's it.